Disrespectful.
Yeah, because they came and like my mom was outside and cops jumped out with guns in their hands and they're like, well, where's Antonio? Where's Antonio?
End of story.
I'm not on any kind of curfew or anything. So why do I gotta stay home all day? Have me down affiliated as a gang member because they say this is the Alamo and it's the White House, man. Look, it's the White House. It's not the Alamo. It's the White House. I don't have no gang
So in
affiliation
the White House. Like
because
that.
my last name is Casablanca, man. And if you translate it in English, it's White House. I don't have
Well,
time
if you
for
go
it.
to prison, will you have time to do it?
It's a misdemeanor charge, ma'am.
Well, if you go to the Bear County Jail, will you have time to do it?
No.
So there you go.
This is gonna be the same thing. So I would just.
Yeah, so you'll be at the Bear County Jail.
That's
So. Right. John, what's going on with this case?
Your Honor, there was a motion for early termination status report filed, and it was denied. The state opposed the early term. It appears that Mr. Casablanca is not submitting his urinalysis, and he's not paying any of his fees.
All right, so, Mr. Casablanca, why are you not submitting your UA?
I don't have money.
Right, so when you're drug tested,
I get $150 a month. That's all I get. I don't have any money. Like I did the classes she asked me because that's all I could afford. Literally, I get $150 a month because child support takes the rest of it. Right now, I'm fighting for my VA. I got wounded in Iraq. I got shot in my leg and my buttocks. I'm fighting for my VA benefits because when the case first started, it started as a felony. And they canceled my benefits because of the fact that it was a felony case. Until February 17th is my last thing for the VA to dispute my thing because it's not a felony charge. It's a misdemeanor charge. So I have to get my checks back.
all right, so here's my question. When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
CBD. I'm not gonna lie, CBD because I don't take
All right, so
meds.
why are you, here's the thing, people find money for things that they shouldn't find money for. I always tell people, if it's important, you treat it like it's important. So you're gonna get drug tested today, and we're gonna see what the results are.
This one.
And you're not getting off of probation early
Okay.
because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Now, if you can find money for CBD oil and all of that, you can find money for your drug testing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if too much money is being taken out of your check for child support, then you need to get another job.
I can't get a job. I'm wounded from Iraq. Like literally, I got shot in my leg and my buttocks. If I try to get a job, I get in trouble for all the payment that they've already given me. They're gonna file a back pay for it. That's the only reason
See,
I
I don't
can't work.
understand. And here's the thing, I respect the military. Majority of my family members have been in military. I don't understand the fact that someone is shot in the leg, that they get benefits. That means they don't work anymore. I don't understand that. I don't understand who someone gets shot in the butt gets benefits, they don't work anymore. I can understand the government saying, okay, we're going to give you benefits for this, but we will also allow you to work. But you're getting drug tested today, and we're going to see what the results are going to be. And if there is something in the drug test other than what you told me, a motion to revoke is going to be filed.
Oh, that's fine.
In addition, Your Honor, he's documented as a home gang member. However, he has declined and said that he's not affiliated with the gang, and so because of the documentation, probation is asking that you amend for the gang ISP unit.
Mhm.
And other issues that the probation officer is claiming that she's having is that he tends to become very upset and displays emotional instability when she tries to talk to him about his conditions, very disrespectful, and so forth.
Why are you being disrespectful?
Ma'am, I hung up on her one time because they
That's
came.
disrespectful.
Yeah, because they came and like my mom was outside and cops jumped out with guns in their hands. And they're like, well, where's Antonio? Where's Antonio? Because they think a red truck is mine. Because I was sitting in the red truck. The first time they came, I was sitting in the red truck cleaning it. It's my dad's work truck. When they came, they caught me in the red truck. They think it's mine. It's not my truck. They can run the VIN. My truck is a
No,
Ford
here's the
Flex
thing. Let me
that's
just tell you what
broken.
you're doing. You are answering questions that I have not asked. So I want you to listen to the question that I'm asking you, and I want an answer for it. You understand?
Yes.
So number one, are you a gang member?
No, ma'am.
So why do they have you documented?
They have me down affiliated as a gang member because they say this is the Alamo and it's the White House, ma'am. Look, it's the White House. It's not the Alamo. It's the White House. I don't have no gang affiliate. I can show you all my tattoos. I don't have no gang
Why are you
affiliated
tattooing
tattoos.
the White House? on your
Because
neck?
my last name is Casablanca, ma'am, and if you translate it in English, it's White House.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anybody, any other Casablancas here who are tattooing White House on their, I still
That's-
don't understand.
That's
that.
the only reason, ma'am. I can show you all my
Oh,
tattoos.
I already, and I know
I've never
what
been to,
Casa means.
I've never
and I
been
know
to
what Blanca
prison.
means.
I've never been to prison. How would I be in a gang if I've never been to prison? Like,
Oh, there are plenty of people who are in gangs who've never been to prison.
that's a gang, that's a prison gang, like,
Mm, No, they have people in prison who are documented gang members with that gang, but then they have people who are not in prison who are documented gang
well,
members.
I'm not a gang member. I like I said, it's the White House. Y'all can check it. It's not the Alamo. They keep thinking it's the Alamo. That's why it got put down as that, but it's not an Alamo, man.
Whoever tattooed that White House, that is not a good depiction.
It
It's
was a
missing
long
some.
time ago. Like, it's actually just covering my ex-wife's name. That's why I put it there, really, but
Well,
it's
that's
not.
another thing I always tell people, the
It's
only
not a
people's names
gang
you should
affiliation
tattoo on your
tattoo.
body are maybe your children and your mom, because your mom will always love you and your children, you're always supposed to love them. You're gonna do a UA today. You're gonna stop being disrespectful to probation officers. You're not gonna be hanging up on probation officers. Otherwise, I'm gonna hang up on you with a motion to revoke. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I want him to do his UA today, and then we're gonna see what the results are gonna be. And then based upon those results, we'll see where we're going with this. But yes, he is going to be on gang supervision. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to continue you or place you on gang supervision. And he's going to do the UA hotline. I want him tested for levels.
Can we wait till my legal people are here, my
Oh,
lawyer?
this is what I'm ordering. You don't have a motion to revoke, so.
Okay.
There's going to be gang supervision, the UA hotline, test him for levels. And are you all doing field visits on him or no?
They've been going to my house, but when they go, I'm not home because I go to college.
And what are you studying in college?
I'm going for business management, Your Honor.
Which college?
St. Philip's College. This is my last semester. I graduate in May.
How many hours are you taking a semester?
I think it's like 17 hours, 16 or 17 hours semester.
Mhm.
This semester is my last class, so I only have like one or 2 hours.
Well, you need to provide proof to probation that you're at college.
I've given my probation officer my college classes, my actual schedule. I've given her what time I'm home. I leave her messages when I go to community service. And it's still like when they come, they don't leave they haven't left the first time he came, he caught me in the truck. He told me if he comes, he's gonna leave a card. And he hasn't left a card every time he's come.
Right.
And then that's why my probation officer, me and my probation officer I got upset because she's like, oh, now you have to go do a notary letter. And I'm like, I don't have time for that right now. I have a kid that I take care of by myself. I go to school, like, just because he didn't catch me here, I don't have time to go do like that paperwork.
All right, so here's the thing. You're gonna have to do paperwork.
I don't have
That's part
time
of your
for it.
probation.
I don't have
Well,
time
if you
for
go
it.
to prison, will you have time to do it?
It's a misdemeanor charge, ma'am.
Well, if you go to the Bear County Jail, will you have time to do it?
No,
So there you go.
it's gonna be the same thing. So I was
Yeah,
just,
so you'll be at the Bear County Jail. So that means that you need to follow through with conditions of probation. There are consequences for action. You're on probation for deadly conduct, right? So, no, stop. You're on probation. People want their lives to be the same as though they were not on probation. And you know what? If you didn't have a deadly conduct charge, you could go live your life however you want to live it, but you do, and you're on probation in this court. So what that means is, number one, you're not going to be upset and angry with the probation officer because the probation officer is doing their job. And
That's
guess
fine.
what? Their job really doesn't rotate around your schedule. If they're doing a field visit at a certain time, you need to be there for that field visit. End of story.
I'm not on any kind of curfew or anything. So why do I gotta stay home all day? I mean, I go to school. That makes no sense. If I have a timing for school, why do I gotta be at home when I'm supposed to be at school?
Because you're on probation.
But
And
I
what
don't
I'm
have a
telling
curfew.
you is when they do a field visit, you need to be at the house for that field visit. End of story. I'm not having an argument with you. I'm telling you, these are the rules. That's where we are. When crimes are committed, there are consequences for that. Your consequence is that you're on probation. And when you're on probation, there are conditions of probation that I set, and I expect people to follow them. Probation is not going to be able to come to your house around your schedule necessarily. End of story. Is there anything else that he needs?
No, Your Honor, I just wanted to answer your question as far as
Yes.
the field visits. You did mandate 2 times a month,
Yes,
so that's what's happening.
yes, that's what I want.
I
I'm sorry, what was that?
said, I still won't be there if I have school.
Oh, well, then a motion to revoke will be
That's fine
filed.
with me.
Well, I'm glad it's fine with you because that's what's going to happen. All right, you can have a seat. They're going to go over conditions with you.